Hey, Viewers Lounge. Okay, so it's day 3 now, I guess. A lot happened yesterday, so I'm gonna try and catch you up. This may be a little long, and I don't have any makeup on, so I'm sorry. But let's see. So far, I've been making some connections. I've been talking with a little bit with everybody. But the most that I've talked to is Brock and Shipwreck. Um, as far as females, I guess I would say I've been reaching out with Sherry, and Sarah has actually wanted to schedule a video call with me later this afternoon. She joined the game late and she's feeling a little left out. So I'm going to hear her out and hopefully make her feel a little better because I don't like for anybody to feel left out. Okay, so I did the puzzle challenge and I won second place, which is great. My time was like 11 minutes, and I just did it over and over until I got it as close as I could. But apparently, Brock was a rock star at this puzzle and got it around 8 minutes, which is crazy. So he got first place. We were told that we had to basically split up people. So I, as the second place person, had to choose how to split all of the other players. And then Brock got to assign himself and I to one of the two teams. So I sort of, went about this in just trying to be fair and even. I tried to make sure both teams had the same amount of, girls and boys. And then there was an alliance chat that Shipwreck had made that had like 10 people. And those people had sort of, including me, and those people had sort of started talking more and getting to know each other more. So I tried to split that up evenly because Brock was also in that little group chat. And I wanted to be fair to everybody. So I just tried to divide everything as evenly as possible based off of what I knew. So I tried to put at least two people that I had connected with and talked with. I split them up evenly between the teams so that no matter what team Brock assigned me on, I would have at least a couple people that I had been talking to. But that also puts me at a disadvantage because I couldn't just make a team of people that I wanted to be with. I had to sort of be strategic and split it. But I did also message most of the people on the other team and say, hey, especially the ones I was close to, hey, I'm sorry I don't get to work with you, and explain how difficult that was. Honestly, the advantage of me splitting the teams felt to me more like a disadvantage than anything. It's not like I got immunity. So I don't know. It just feels tough. It was definitely hard and overwhelming, and I had to do it in the moment on that live. And it's hard with so many people to keep track of everybody and who I think is going to be working with who. So if you see me looking flustered in that, that's why. As far as the challenge that we've been given now in our two teams, we're playing basically, they call it capture the flag, but it looks basically like battleship to me. I'm getting along well with pretty much everyone on my team. Actually, I'm getting along well with what I think is everybody on both teams because I've still been in communication with all of the players as much as possible until they actually separate us after the challenge tonight. So just to kind of shore up my bases and see what we can do. But we had a big group call with everybody except Stacy, Joe, and Dylan were able to get on the call last night, where we discussed strategy for the challenge. And that kind of left a sour taste in my mouth. Basically, I wanted to try and collaborate and come up with a plan or actually use some sort of strategy. Um, but it seemed like most of the people on my team thought that the best strategy for this was to leave it up to random chance and just use a number generator to figure out where we're going to place our tokens. I wanted to sort of have a plan and, maybe talk it out so that we could collaborate more. And I went along with everything, but I don't really agree because to me, it just feels lazy, and not really helping us build as a team. But we'll see. We'll see how the challenge goes. Maybe it'll work out in our favor because, the other team won't have a way to predict where we put them, because it's just a random number generator. It could work out in our advantage. I don't know. I'm hopeful. But we'll see what happens tonight. I don't know what they decided to do with their tokens or how the challenge is going to go down, but we're just going to try our best. I have been still communicating with Brock, who I guess you would consider the other team captain. And we're still talking and communicating. We don't talk about strategy, we're just talking about the game. And I was messaging a few people, him included, asking if people were upset or mad at the way that I split, just to sort of two-pronged, gained a little bit of sympathy, maybe gain some information. If anybody's unhappy, then I would know, whether it was they were unhappy with me for the choice I made or whether it was just they didn't like specific people on their team. Everybody's keeping it close to the vest right now, though. So I don't know. They could just be telling me what I want to hear, but everybody seems to like me. Everybody seems to say that I give off good vibes and that, they want to work with me. So I'm going to keep just trying to build those relationships and those friendships as much as I can, and then deal with the twists and turns as much as possible. So we'll see. Wish me luck, and I will talk to you soon. Mwah. Bye.